Hey everybody, I'm back. I'm Samantha and I'm a therapist and I'm creating a video every day for a whole year to get over my fear of public speaking and social anxiety. And this is video 158 of 365. And this is take number 3. I had some issues with the first video, then the second video. I forgot to test my mic, so it had no sound. And I think it was like 22 minutes. So maybe I'll spare you tonight. I don't know. That was kind of a longer video. So we don't know how long this one will be. I ramble. So I don't remember what I really talked about in the other videos. So I'm going to try to recreate them. Man, I just can't stand when that happens, but I know it's for a reason. And if you look at your life as everything that happens is for your benefit, then your life will change. So there's the first thing that comes to mind. Everything is happening for your benefit. What if you looked at your life like that? Everything. What if you just woke up and stepped outside and went to work and cooked dinner and did all those things, and your whole day you said, everything I see is happening for my benefit? What would change in your life? So really, really take that in and practice that and see what happens. When you notice that everything around you is just actually a reflection of you. As Neville Goddard said, there is nothing to change but self. And as I've learned all of this stuff, I have realized that that is so true. You're just experiencing yourself. That's all that this is. It's the most wonderful thing to realize and the most humbling, the most frustrating, and you get mad at yourself sometimes and you're like, can't believe I did that and blah, blah, blah. But we don't want to do that. We want to just have fun and notice and take everything in as data. And we're just learning and growing every single day. So everything you see around you is just data. Just look at it like data. It's just telling you something about yourself. So every time I see something, I'm like, okay, what does this tell me about me? And just a minute ago, all my cats now are like going crazy. And I'm like, oh, they could probably feel my energy of being upset because I'd filmed the whole video without audio. And I've done that like probably 3 or 4 times throughout this 158 days, which is not too shabby for that many times in my little old brain. So yeah, I mean, I definitely, and I definitely lost my train of thought. See what happens? Oh my gosh, I get so excited. I get so excited about what I'm talking about. I can't even contain myself. Anyway, let's talk about imagination. That's a really big thing. Everything is created in imagination first. Everything is a thought first. And so every thought that you have is an affirmation. I know a lot of people don't like to affirm. They get frustrated by it, or they don't believe it works, or what have you. And so look at every thought you have as an affirmation. Every thought, you're affirming something through that thought and through those beliefs that you have. And so a thought or a belief is just a thought you've thought so many times that it becomes a belief. And then you have a bunch of beliefs, and that's your belief system that you live your life off of. And so all of your past beliefs and thoughts are from past programming that most likely, 100% actually, I would say, helped you survive your childhood and your life up until now. All of those, that like past self was super helpful. And now we don't need that survival self anymore. We just don't need it anymore. It might feel like you need it sometimes because life can be a little bit challenging at times. But when you learn about imagination and how it works and how it can work for you and how everything that you're seeing around you is just data, everything can shift for you very quickly, actually. The things that have helped me the most are learning about that time is an illusion. And I've heard that a million times. So I was like, what does that even mean? The past, present, and future are happening all at the same time. So there really is no past or future. There's just the present. There's just right now. So when I thought about that, I was like, okay, all I have to do is worry about the now. That's really all I have to do. Okay. Now I have PTSD, chronic PTSD, and generalized anxiety disorder. Okay. So, and I have experienced depression before. Well, actually I did get diagnosed with depression one time after my divorce. I remember now. I had forgotten. But yes, I mean, I've experienced all of those feelings. And so I understand those of you who have those issues currently or did have them in the past. Of course, I'm a therapist, so I work with, everybody's got trauma that I work with, everybody. So I understand all of it to the best of my ability. I can't understand everybody's situation because I'm not in their mind and body, of course, but I understand to the best of my ability from my own situations. And I'll tell you what, this manifestation stuff, it's really helped me throughout the years. It probably saved my life over the years. So I highly encourage all of you to study this stuff. Study Neville Goddard. Really study. I love Abraham Hicks. I love all their stuff. Bashar, he's great too. You just, all these in the Bible, of course, it's all the same. It's ask, believe, receive. And all you have to do is ask and believe. And so it starts with the self, and everything is around you as you're seeing it from yourself. Like your own perception is how you're going to see your world. So if you are the same person your whole life, you just stay the same, you're going to see everything around you kind of stay the same. But when you actually shift your identity, shift what you're identifying with in your life, then everything shifts. So you can't see what you're not the vibration of. You can't perceive it. So we're all made of energy, and we're vibrating this energy constantly. If you were to put a piece of wood underneath a microscope, it would be vibrating. I even heard you put like even a body in a coffin is going to be vibrating, even though it's dead. I mean, it's just weird stuff. And so we're all vibrating energy. And so if we look at our self is a kind of a signal to the universe. And so every thought and belief that you have is kind of like this signal that's saying, bring this to me. And so we have to watch. How are we feeling? What are we thinking? I'll link below the Abraham Hicks emotional guidance scale. I attended one of their workshops back in 2020. Actually, I attended a workshop back in 2016, and I actually met Esther, which was awesome. And then, but then I went to since COVID was happening, they started having them online. So I attended one online in 2020. In fact, I attended a lot of them. And she was going through the emotional guidance scale, and they had updated it and added feelings to it, different feelings. And then there was a children's scale as well. So I took notes and kept that for the last 5 years. So I'm finally kind of sharing it, and it's got some directions on it that she said to, take note of. So if you'd like that, I'll link my the link to get on my email list below, and I'll just send it to you. I don't have any like special email autoresponder set up yet, so bear with me. If you sign up for my email from now on, you might get that scale even if you don't want it. So I'm just going to send it out to probably everybody. So as like a freebie or something, I don't know. But anyway, so it's really helpful to know where you are on that scale, so you're not on a roller coaster all day long. You can figure out, okay, what emotion am I feeling right now? And then you talk yourself up the scale just a little bit. Your goal is relief. You just want to feel relief throughout the day. So if you're noticing that you're not feeling so good, you just want to feel a little bit of relief. Just look at yourself and say, what was I thinking about? And what was I believing? What energy was I coming from? Think about where you're investing your energy, like you're investing money. If you were investing money into something, you would think really hard about it and be really careful with it. You got to spend all that energy on shifting your energy. It's that important. There's nothing more important than shifting your energy and investing in your energy. And so this is why this is so I love talking about this stuff, because in my opinion, it has helped me and others so much more than most things would have. So there's nothing better than shifting your identity, truly. So when you shift your self-concept and how you're seeing yourself, it just creates magic around you. And you have to know, what are you saying to yourself? What are you thinking about yourself? How are you speaking to yourself daily? Watch what you're saying to yourself. Really watch that. I know I do this daily check-in, and I kind of say the same things every day. You need repetition. You're going to forget. You're going to have things that happen externally from you in your life that are going to bring you down, and you're going to spiral. So there's no need to do that. We're just going to every day pump this into your mind, inject it into you, and say, hey, this is what we do. This is what we do here. We feel better, and we create the life we want. This is what we do here. There's no need to go down the rabbit hole. We just notice the rabbit hole, but we don't have to jump in it. And we don't have to claw ourselves out of it. We don't have to do all that. It's not hard. We can make this easy. So you've got to start talking to yourself like that. Like, what if this could be easy? What if my life could be easy? What if? And going inside the imagination is one of the most powerful things you can do. I heard a little short video from Bashar, and he said to go inside your mind and create a scene of the life that you want to have, exactly how you would have it. And then just mimic it. As they say, act as if. Neville Goddard says, act as if you already are that person that has what you want. Bashar said, mimic it, rehearse it, act it out, pretend like you're the person, whatever words resonate with you. Just pretend like you're the person. Just like you did when you were a kid and you imagined things. We lost our imagination and the power of it. And so, yeah, you're not going to probably imagine you're a unicorn today like you did back in the day, or a superhero, but maybe you will. I don't know. Whatever makes you happy, do it. Whatever makes you happy. Nobody's going to get in your imagination and know what you're thinking. So don't be embarrassed. Just enjoy. And the goal is to just enjoy and create a feeling of excitement, something different than what you're feeling right now. That's the whole point of the imagination. And then once you have this this kind of blueprint in your mind laid out, there will be so many synchronicities that start occurring. Once you make that internal shift, all the synchronicities start coming to create that life for you and actually make it physically to where you can see it and live it. So it's pretty cool. It's a really cool technique to try. And you just notice, like, how does that person that I want to be, like, how are they thinking and feeling and acting, and what are they doing? What thoughts did they decide to let go of? That's one thing I have people do. One of the first things is, like, what thoughts do you need to let go of that you're holding on to, that you could let go of, but you're just not wanting to let go of them? And then if you can't let go of them, then you've got to examine, okay, what's the belief underneath that? Like, what must I believe is true about me to hold on to this thing that is hurting me, this thought that's hurting me? And so I want to teach you guys how to literally create, like, the most pure, secure, happy foundation for yourself. On point self-concept. Because once you feel so great about yourself, nothing outside of you can take that away. That's what I want people to have. That's where your power is. And that's whenever magic starts happening around you, the weird stuff starts happening. This is Halloween Eve, so this is a magical time. So we've got to create some spells, cast some spells. My channel is called Life Spells for a reason. So everything you say is a spell. I mean, you're under a spell, literally. We're brainwashed, under a spell, we're programmed. They're all the same thing. We're just under a spell that somebody else cast on us a long time ago. And so we've got to create new spells. So new affirmations. How do you want to be? How do you want to act? What do you want? Figure out what you want. Think about it. Like, if you don't know what you want, how do you want to feel? That's the first step. How do you want to feel? And don't just say, I want to feel happy. Get a little bit in there. Get in there. Like, what lights you up? Like, what really lights you up? If you could live any way that you wanted to live with no limits, what would it be? What would you be doing? If time weren't an issue, money weren't an issue, your age weren't an issue, none of that really matters. What matters is how you're feeling, and what you're thinking, and what you're believing, and who you're being. Your mental state is everything. Your identity is everything. Who are you saying that you are? Do not say, I am broke. Do not say, I am stressed. Just acknowledge and observe those things. Like, yes, this is how I feel right now, but who do I want to be? And you got to focus on that. Because if you don't, you're going to stay stuck in the same area. That's why we feel like we have no freedom, because we're in the prison of our own minds. And so we've got to, let ourselves out. I'll give you the key right now. I just gave you the key. Let yourself out. You got to decide to, though, because some of you want to stay in that prison because it's comfortable, and I get it. But man, you got to get out of that prison because you've created it yourself. You didn't even know you did it. And it was there to protect you and help you survive. And now you're ready to go. You're ready to let it go. You're ready to move forward. You're ready to elevate yourself, expand, whatever words we want to use. Time to level it up. And you can do it. And it's a conscious decision that you make every moment of the day. Notice where you're at on that scale. Again, sign up for my email list and I'll send that to you. And grab that scale and look at it. and say, where am I on this scale? Where am I at? That is where your energy is vibrating. That is where your energy literally is creating your life, your perception of your life from where you are on that. That's who you're being in that moment. Say, this is the person I'm being right now. And you might stay there for 30 minutes or so, but some people stay there for 3 days. We don't need to stay there very long. We've got to do something about it. We don't have to succumb to it. We don't have to just become this emotion. Just notice it and do something about it. Go up that scale because you have the power to do something instead of staying stuck in it. So, but it takes conscious effort and like deliberate intent and focus to say, okay, where am I going to place this focus now? Because I was obviously focused on something else before. So where am I going to decide to invest my energy now? Like I would money. Because again, your energy is the most powerful investment you can make throughout the day. It's going to give you the best return on your investment every time. It's amazing. That's where your riches are. That's where your happiness is. That's where your happy family is, and your spouse or your job that you want or your business, whatever it is that you're wanting. That's where it starts from. It starts from right now. Where is my energy? Like, what is my energy signaling to the universe? Like, what is it signaling? And that's what you're going to perceive. You can't perceive what you're not the vibration of. You have to start being that person so you can actually perceive what's going on around you and look around like everything is a mirror to you, which it is. Everybody's going to treat you the way that you think about yourself or the way that you think about them. That's a huge realization I had to come to. Oh my God, I was so stubborn. I didn't want to believe that. I was like, no, they did this to me and they are this way. And then I let it go. I let all that go. It was like making me feel bitter. It was making me angry. It was making me feel crazy. It was just so stupid. It was such a drain on my energy. And you got to look at your life like it's a boat. Like there's leaks in your boat. You've got to figure out where are the leaks at, because you're draining energy out of these leaks. And you don't need to do that anymore. You can actually decide to do something about it. And you want to acknowledge how you're feeling and check in with your body as well. Make sure you're calming yourself too, because that's something I think a lot of people miss. That I think that's so important, because you want to just feel good. That's the main thing. You think that a manifestation is going to make you feel good, but it's really not. It's just going to be like normal and natural, and it's going to feel like icing on the cake. It's like you can have the cake without icing. I like icing on my cake, but you can still eat the cake and enjoy the cake without the icing. But the icing makes it even better. And so you could still be happy in your life without anything external. Because when you get a manifestation, you might not be able to keep it because your insecure self comes out in the relationship, or the unhappiness that you were feeling before starts popping out because you thought, oh, this person's supposed to make me happy, or this thing is supposed to make me happy, or you get this job and you're like, oh, I love this job. And then all of a sudden your boss is mean to you one day and you're like, oh, they're mean to me. And oh, they're all mean to me. And I don't like it there anymore. And so your dream turned into a nightmare because you didn't change inside. So anybody can manifest things. It's just, I like to start with self-concept and creating that awesome foundation for yourself so you can actually feel good before you get it. And when you get it, you don't have to worry about it leaving you because you're secure and safe in who you are, and you feel worthy because you know you're worthy. It's not just that you feel it, you know it with conviction. That's what I want to teach everyone, is how to know who they are with conviction. Like you put a shirt on today, you know you put a shirt on today. That's how worthy you know that you are. That's the level of knowing that you have. So yeah, just keep practicing. We'll check in again tomorrow. If this helped you at all, please share it with somebody else that might benefit from it as well. I thank you so much for all your comments and your likes and your subscribes. I just appreciate you guys so much. And if you're new here, welcome. If you're here at the end of the video, thanks for watching the whole thing. And I just appreciate all of you so much. So remember, you are loved, and just pass that along to somebody else who needs to hear it. And remember, what you appreciate, so appreciate yourself. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.